Atlanta's in the house. What's your name, comment, and our question? Or at least Georgia.
Yeah, actually, my name is Vivek.
How's it going, man? What's on your mind?
I'm in California, but my number is from Atlanta.
Okay,
So,
what's happening? What's going on?
thank you for your show. It has been I follow Secular Talk, your show, and the Young Turks, and that's how I get your news.
My pleasure.
Get my news actually. So if you have seen Ralph Nader argue about things, he'll be very solid about criticizing everything about Hillary Clinton, from Saudi Arabia to everything else.
Yeah.
But then the Democratic elites will not allow him to get. It's very difficult. It's a very difficult balance to strike. I feel, I also feel like you that Bernie should attack her, but it seems to me that the Clinton machine is such that you will be. I don't know what they will do if you attack too much, or because the Saudi thing is like something which is so common between Democrats and Republicans that it's like a holy thing. You can't touch Israel, you can't touch Saudi. It's like some things you can't just touch, and so I don't know. Like, does that hamper? Like, you can't be like Noam Chomsky or Ralph Nader and just attack everything, and then you have nothing left. So how to get that right balance is very difficult, according to me. Like, because I hear Ralph Nader, then he has attacked her that she's both a corporatist and a neocon together, so you can attack her on every side, but then you'll be left with no one to work with in the party, maybe. In the sense, you have to work with the party in the House and the Senate. So I don't know if he's kind of holding back because of that. He brought up Henry Kissinger before, but it's very difficult for him to go the whole distance.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. That's actually a really great observation. Thanks so much for the call. I agree. There's like the holy grails in the Democratic Party that you can't touch. But you know what I'm realizing? It's all about numbers. It's all about numbers. You know, the Bernie Sanders coalition has enough numbers to get out of this system whatever we need. We may not have enough numbers to beat Hillary Clinton this time around. We're working on that. And everybody's out there going door to door, doing what they can. But we certainly have enough numbers to extract concessions from this establishment. I hope that Bernie Sanders realizes that, and he demands certain concessions if it goes down the way that everyone is trying to make it go down. That being said, it's about numbers. It's about, do you have enough people behind you to tell everyone else to go to hell? That's what I'm realizing more and more and more, right? You know, the more people you have behind your voice, the more you could tell the system to kiss your ass. I don't need anything from you because I'll build my own with the people surrounding me. And there is a freedom that comes from that, right? The Democratic establishment, each party, the two parties, they benefit from having millions of people behind them, millions of people that up until this year just blindly trusted them. They benefited from that, and they amassed so much power such that they can shut up other voices that did not have rivaling factions. But now you see the Donald Trump contingency, and they can't tell Donald Trump to shut up, which brings me to an article I read from Huffington Post that you had Elon Musk, you had Senator Tom Cotton, you had one of the co-founders of Google, you had one of the co-founders of Facebook, you had a lot of billionaire tech titans, along with Paul Ryan, Mitch McConnell, Senator Tom Cotton of Arkansas. You had all of them meet at a retreat in Georgia over the weekend, and one of the preeminent issues of the conversation was, how do we stop Donald Trump? This was reported by the Huffington Post. You could look it up now. I don't have the link handy, but if you Google it, it came out at about 6:35 this afternoon. And the focus of it was, how do I stop Donald Trump? The reality of it is, no matter how much the establishment wants to stop Donald Trump, they can't stop Donald Trump because Donald Trump has millions of people behind him. He has more people behind him than anybody else in the establishment. So to the caller's comment, Yes, yes, they do silence voices. Yes, they do control the entire Overton window of what we can discuss. Yes, they do manipulate and have people in the media who willingly, who willingly cater to the demands of the establishment. Yes, they have all of these things, but do you realize none of that matters if you have the numbers behind you? And that's what Sanders is doing. That's what Trump is doing. That's what Sanders has done. That's what Trump has done. And I only hope that Bernie Sanders, if it plays out the way that everyone is trying to make it play out from Team Hillary and the DNC, I hope that Bernie Sanders realizes that before he just gets up there and says, I nominate Hillary Clinton to be the next president of the United States. I kind of went from Bernie Sanders over to Barack Obama there. Before he does something like that, if that's how this goes, I hope he uses his numbers to make painful extractions from this establishment such that he still changes the establishment. I hope he uses his political capital, man. I really, really do. Caller, I think you might be my last caller of the night. I said that 6 calls ago. What's your name, comment, and/or question?